All right. Let's start this. So welcome to the Let's Rate Censored Games. I started this because there were lots of censored games, both itch.io and Steam. And I want to go through the review process because problem with censoring is that it doesn't give the game due process or any other media that goes to the censorship. And Schedule 1 is a drug trafficking simulator, and in Australia it was first refused to have that in a rating process, which in turn makes it not legal to buy. So, and I'm sorry, but refusing something from the review process is actually an act of censorship. So that's why I'm reviewing the games that were removed without any good explanation, and games that were refused without real good explanation, and games that are shadow banned, do not show in itch.io search, or were refused the rating process, like the Schedule 1 was first. I don't know what happened, why it was finally accepted, but in the end, it was targeted by the censorship process. And I'm Audiovisual Programme Classifier, certified in Finland. These are Finnish Age Ratings, Finnish criteria. They are not PEGI. They are not Pan-European Game Information System. So I have a mind of that. I can talk about the PEGI system and its flaws. But what I'm educated is give ratings to Finnish games and other audiovisual programs in Finnish distribution. So these are not enforceable. They are just my opinions currently. But I have a certification. So far, we got like these 2064 was only 12. Radiator 2 was teenage level silly. I don't know why it's banned in Twitch, but it is. And Sank was 16 because the hard violence. So I'm going to go through this game. Okay, wrong screen here. This game, and it's a free demo. You can find it from the Steam. Now, if we are going to think about it as in a terms of the drugs usage, not the anxiety or violence, which are both things that I can actually like raise the criteria. All right. So we can have this criteria and go into the narcotics, intoxications. And you can see that there isn't like 7 age rating for the intoxicants. So like taking a beer in a sauna doesn't count in the Finnish age rating system. And 12 is implied or non-dominant drug use. You see implicating or insinuation is actually sometimes counted. Or emphasized, drug is emphasized, idolizing or non-problematic use of alcohol or nicotine products by minors. But this is apparently it needs to be non-problematic to use and it needs to be idolized. So this is the lowest rating we have. So I'm placing it on the screen here. 16 would be realistic and detailed problem drug use or individual non-problematic idolizing descriptions of the drug use. So we are bouncing between 12 and 16 age ratings, and in case of the we are only like thinking of in terms of intoxications. And 18 is dominant abundant use of very dangerous drugs depicted in tantalizing and detailed manner. This the Finnish movie about drug user, young drug user, called Reindeer Spotting. Yes, it's a emphasis of the train spotting, but this movie was the one that actually were taken to the higher court because the movie director wanted to lower rating. And yes, the higher court actually said that it's usage of the very dangerous drugs, and it should be like 18 just because of that. So court order. This is the court order back thing now. But we are starting with the game. We are studying implied or non-dominant drug use. I'm not going to review the violence in this game because apparently you have a chance to like have like a so let's start to test this out. So this is basically a simulation, and it's a free demo basically. Okay, let's turn the screen off here. Yay. Okay. Press down, no cash, no product, no contacts. You're gonna only one way to make money. Time to get to work. So this is like this silly intoxication, implied or non-dominant drug use, or emphasis in utilizing or non-proper use of alcohol. Okay. I jumped off the. You can see how consumer Klug. Red eyes. Dilated bubbles. Okay. Yep. Hey buddy, looks like you are a bit of trouble. Lucky for you, your 5-minute incarcerated uncle can give you a hand. Before back I was in a big house. I used to live out there in Hyland Point. Not a nice town around, but plenty of opportunity for someone in your line of work. There's probably some of my cast that's not far from you. It isn't far, near the skate park. And catches are like this. They drop. I'd like to rent a room. $75 for a week. Deal. Closest to the office. You can pay extra games here. There's a storage, and there's a Richard Nixon for some reason. Richard Nixon doesn't make age rating go higher. Here you can sleep and save game. And a funny thing that this is very ecological because you can like gather trash and wound your endeavors with that kind of. There's actually a lot of trash collecting. You got the room. Oh, good. Now head down to the hardware store and grab a cloth tent, soil, and watering can. Yes, you already said that. Okay, I didn't press the enter, so that's why. Go to the dance hardware. I like the voices. So, grow tent, soil, watering can. Okay, so you can't pay with cash, you need to deposit to the... Interesting game mechanic, by the way. No. I work in agriculture. Oh, isn't that nice? I have considered a bit of gardening myself. Here's some speak growth on the house. Welcome to Hyland Point. Yay! Okay. Get back to the motel room. Fill it with the soil. This is like a poor man's gardening simulator, basically. Needs water. Okay, and then we are actually missing something. Oh, right. Almost ready to go, but you're missing one ingredient. Wheat seed. Oh, damn. You need to speak the supplier to get your hands on the seeds. I passed a number in the Albert Hoover, the local wheat seed supplier. Send him a message and request a trade drop. I vouch for you, so you won't have to pay up front. Your order will be go on your tab, which you can pay off in the future. One hour, 30 minutes. Also, you can access this or possible customer, but there's lots of trash here. So we are going to make this more beautiful place. Trash grabber. These are very cheap. So apparently, I mean, world would be clean if the drug dealers would actually go and gather trash. So this actually speaks about how non-serious this game is. And cities would be clean actually if the hold dump almost there. Behind the Western Gas Mart. Okay, it's over there. I'll just pick some trash on the way. Syringe. I suppose we are not the only one. Doing business here. Behind the gas mart. It's over there. So this is where we are going to like pay our debts. Bong. Okay. I think this place has a drug problem. Don't you think? And of course there's a curfew in the night because we are in America apparently. Behind the gas station. Okay. Let's get back to the home. No treasures here. I think this is like a perfect idea that you get money for the trash. But now we are going to start to grow. Sow seed. These are pretty fictional methods, but yep. Alright. So this is like a, let's say this is a managing game. 3% grow. You get the experience and level up. Apparently there's weapons but you can get. Ooh, nice. Needs water. Oh no. Interesting physical simulation. 32% grow. Okay, so what we need is packaging, plastic bag and packaging station. I think this is cute that drug dealer needs to bring out trash. Okay, that's crazy driving. I think that must be. Or every leaf looks like the same in this. Hmm. Okay, looks interesting. How much do we have money, by the way? Call McDonald's. So, wanna buy something? Over a deal. Nope, man. We need to give him a free sample first. Almost grown. Speed growth would help actually. And you can play this with your friends. That's actually amazing. And if you run out of the money in this game, you can just like one plant trimmer. We need plant trimmers to get the goods. So it's good that you can't actually run out of money in the end, at least in this demo. And if you wonder, yes, I have played this before, so doesn't matter. Okay, let's harvest. And I think wheat is considered light drug in Finland, so you need more like a stuff. So here it is, back. Put to the plastic bag. Yeah. So in a multiplayer, you have like you need to divide the responsibilities. Who's going to do what? I suppose this is semi-realistic. They don't try these or anything. They are just fresh. The lowest grade of the wheat. And it's calming. Okay, so basically wheat. Oh, dude. Already recently offered. So we need to find another potential customer choice. Free sample. Calorie dense. So we got a customer and you need to like fulfill the needs of the customers. Okay, so let's check the age ratings here. Let me bring it up to the screen. So here it is, implied or non-dominant drug use. Well, it's non-dominant because you are running around picking grass and actually doing the footwork to spread it. It might be idolizing, non-problematic, or at least the demo version doesn't show it being problematic. And as you saw, she's just lighted up the cigar and said that, yeah, it's good, okay. Implied to use means that drug use is not directly depicted, but the implications of drug use are clear. Yeah, the characters might talk about doing a line. Leaves a table with white power on, but snorting the powder is not depicted in detailed manner. This is not a detailed game. While this would be 16 would need a realistic and detailed problem drug use. Realistic and detailed. Medical drug use is not included. Individual non-problematic or others in description of drug use. So I think what I've seen is that 12 from the intoxicants would be like a good classification for the schedule one, at least the schedule one demo. So in my opinion, that's the right call here. But as what is the difference between 12 and 16? 16 is that 16 is aimed for the teenagers. Alright, 12 is aimed for the children, like under school children, elementary. Because teenagers do monkey a lot of things. They will try things that they don't understand, and then if they see their idols or parents or important adults doing something, they will try to do the same thing. Alright, that's why celebrities have some kind of responsibility, but how they behave, because they are giving an example. And this might be that this game should be in the end 16, but for this short test I can't say that it needs to be 16. It could be, like if we are going to the harder drugs, as this game is going to go. It's going to go harder drugs, showing crime, and then it could be like depicting the realistic and detailed, even if this is like a very simple 3D game. It could be still like a realistic and detailed problem drug use. But so far it's implied and non-dominant drug use. I rest my case. So anyway, let's slap it here. I'll open the window, and this is what if there's like censorship going on. Censorship never wants to like give this kind of treatment to anything. A due process, and this is like a due process what I'm currently doing here. Of course it doesn't change anything, but it's still like where is my stuff? Wrong hard drive. Censored Games is here. Schedule 1 is here. Let's copy this. And intoxicants. No, it's not 16. Okay, so I'll take the 12. And move it here. All right. So schedule 1, 12, and drug use. However, it's possible that schedule 1 could be like could go as high as 16. But way it portrays things, it's management game and it's like non-descriptive. So don't really believe that it might go higher than that. But when we are talking about drugs, of course, anyone who wants to approach this thing from the um, point of view of censorship will be going nuts. Okay, drug game, of course, it's banned. And it's different. For example, PEGI system is going to give towels for the just if the game is actually depicting something, but not implication through the implication. And implications are interesting because you need to like understand the implication. Let's put the code here. No, sorry, not the 16, 37 from the criteria. Number 37. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching. I'll cut this short. This was schedule 1. We rated it. It wasn't so high. But of course the full version might be totally different. So you need to be think of it as a this short test gave the 12, but it might be like a higher than that in light of this Finnish age rating system. Yep, right here. English translation of this rating system is actually unofficial. So I've been like a training with the Finnish, and that's how I work. But anyway, hey, this is how I work. If you want to have like your game rated, sure, I can do it. Costs you some, but I can do it. However, official age ratings are currently given only if they are distributed in Finland. So that's it. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching. This went very late, but I hope this is